Peace to the family. Free Inhabitant back at you again. Today is December 9th, a Sunday, 2018. December 9th, Sunday, 2018. Okay? Here today, family. We're going to be speaking about how to disqualify your corrupt magistrate, i.e. judge, in illegal orders, warrants, or corrupt rulings, or court rulings, which is corrupt rulings because that's what they're used to annotating over the record. Corrupt rulings. And sometimes it's not even over the record. Period. So, again, this one is how to disqualify your corrupt magistrate, i.e. judge, in illegal orders, warrants, or court rulings. Because, again, family, these court orders and rulings and stuff like that, this fraud got to stop. But first we got to learn how to go after them in lieu of these corrupt orders. So if you know they're giving corrupt orders, you know that they're living their life corrupt as well. So you know that they're doing things outside of these rulings illegal. They're doing other things corrupt. Do you hear me, family? They're doing other things corrupt. So we're going to get in this today. And I'll probably get into going to some other stuff a little bit as well. Well, we'll see depending on the time. But today here is about how to disqualify them. Especially when you demanded for particulars from them. You know, in lieu of the fraud that constantly continue to go on in these courts. But when you want trying to disqualify or seeking to disqualify these magistrates, you want to start looking in his background, you know, in lieu of official misconduct. Go look up in the bar association and pull up his name. Start looking up his background and the things that he has done through the course of the years and through the course of his rulings and things of that nature. Because this stuff is public information, family. You know, you could also go look this stuff up. You know, on under your news journal broad reviews and things of that nature. Because you have journalists who post this fraud up too. You know me, as I've done. Anytime I start, you know, fraudulently looking up magistrates and things of that nature, I start looking up under journalists, them putting columns in the news where they commit fraud. You know, because here in Jersey territory, you have judges who run people over in cars and get drunk and they just do stupid stuff and right there, that's a disqualification right there. How they gonna tell you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that, and here it is, they're breaking the law themselves. So, or breaking what I shall say, their rules and regulations, ordinances and statutes and codes themselves. That's not actually law. You know, they're breaking their own rules. So what makes you think I'm going to follow your rule if you can't even follow and enforce your own self to operate straight? So we're going to get into this today. You know, because when you start bringing this stuff up in lieu of the things that the abnormalities that they do wrong, they immediately would disqualify themselves. And sometimes dismiss cases. You can get them dismissed. Sending them affidavit in lieu of all the things that you just looked up on him. I was looking up cases, man, where judges are even on child support. And here it is. You got brothers, that same judge who's ruling over people with child support, bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he's on child support himself. Who's not even paying child support, who's absconding, which means to run, to hide oneself. He's absconding himself from paying child support, and he's on it. And yet he's trying to extort others while his superiors exempt him from paying. But yet he's on it. His ex-wife is forcing him to pay it. Yes, you can look these things up. I was reading these things in old articles. Yes, this stuff is serious. And how you find out again is going their conduct, official misconduct board in lieu of the Bar Association. You can type up their name, and it'll tell you, give you a readout of everything that these criminals has done wrong. You feel me? So this stuff can actually be done. Or you could go on your column in your city. You have journalists, you have interns, you have people that's professionally do this, and you can find out things like this to be able to so that you'll be able to bring to the forefront, you know, to court, to be able to disqualify your magistrate. And it's so easy. This stuff can be done, you know. That's why I'm particularly bringing it up to you, you know, in this video. So we're gonna go with this one first right here, so we can read right here, because I like to break down on the latest news. I like to get the latest news. I keep up with this stuff, man, and I like to show the world, just over here in our territory, how corrupt they are. Trust me, I've heard a lot of corrupt states, but where we're at, this territory over here in Jersey, we have the worst corrupt in the nation, as well as taxes. Do you hear me? It's corrupt to the core. But we also have the harshest laws, where if you use them in your advantage, to your advantage, you can stop these criminals at what they do. We're doing it. I've done it, and we're showing this, and there's more to come, just to show you. We're just waiting for certain things to come from the court so that I can show you what we're doing on our end. All right, family? So look at this right here. The judge did what? Here's why more people are formally protesting New Jersey judges. Do you hear me, family? You can pull these things up over in your territory. Family, you can. You can pull this stuff up. So here it is here, family. Let me go up a little. I'm hoping you can actually read this, family. But here it is right here. It says right here, a number of recent high-profile ethics complaints has focused new attention on New Jersey's judiciary. Patty Sapon, New Jersey Advanced Media file photo. I didn't put the photo up, but comments, New Jersey Advanced Media for NewJersey.com. What do you call someone who tells a rape victim to keep her legs closed? Has a secretary do her son's homework, or in one case allegedly hampered a police investigation of a boyfriend? In New Jersey, you call them judges. You see that, family? Let me read on. The number of grievances filed against judges has been growing. Yes, it has. They're breaking the law. They're violating judicial ethics and everything. According to examination by New Jersey Advanced Media of never before released data from the state judiciary, and while the vast number of those grievances do not become formal complaints, several recent high-profile disciplinary cases have put spotlight on judicial misconducts in courtrooms across New Jersey. They include the ethics case against John F. Russo Jr., a family court judge in Ocean County, who told an alleged rape victim that she could have possibly avoided the situation if she closed her legs. According to a complaint filed against him by the New Jersey Supreme Court's Advisory Committee on Judicial Misconduct, or ACJC. While his case is still pending, Russo, the son of former Democratic Senate President John Russo Sr., is currently on administrative leave after he was removed from his judicial duty last year by Ocean County's assignment judge in connection with other related allegations. You see how corrupt these people are? These public servants, public officials, they are corrupt to the core. They're corrupt. But yet they want you to stand before them, and they're just as corrupt as you. Well, allegedly. They're alleging you breaking some type of policy, because it sure ain't law. And it says right here, goes on to say, Wilfredo Benitez, a municipal judge in East Orange, that would be East Orange, New Jersey, and Belleville, is accused of violating the state's code of judicial conduct in the wake of an accident where he was found by state troopers passed out in the driver's seat of his silver BMW on side of the Interstate 80, and subsequently struggled with a field sobriety test. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, family? A municipal judge in East Orange and Bellevue is accused of violating the state's code of judicial conduct in wake of an accident where he was found by state troopers passed out in the driver's seat of his car, drunk. Do you hear me, family? That sounds like traffic to me. That sounds like traffic court to me. Do you hear me? He's drunk, and yet he's drunk himself. That sounds like a DWI. You hear me? Driving while intoxicated. So it goes on to say, I can't believe you're doing this, that he's saying. I'm not a effing drug addict. I'm not drunk. If he told the troopers, according to the complaint lies against him, I'm a effing judge, you're not going to give me any courtesy. You hear that? He a judge, and yet he wants courtesy. Did you give anybody that stood before you in front of that courtroom that you giving that you adjudicating? Did you give them any courtesy? Did you help them? Did you dismiss their claim? No, y'all have no judicial immunity. You see this? He wants courtesy. He wants them to let him go when he's just committed judicial misconduct. You see that? That's judicial conduct right there. And yeah, he wants a courtesy scratch. He wants to be let off the hook, but yet he's giving tickets in lieu of his private corporation, i.e. his private business, and here he's a drunken judge. You are drunk, and I'm hoping all the rest of you drunk judges out there is listening to this video. You better wake up, because I'm coming after you. I'm exposing you here today. You're drunk, you better go to a sobriety, you better go to Drunken Anonymous classes. Because I'm exposing you and I'm coming after you. So it goes on to say ethics charges before the ACJC are also pending against Superior Court Judge Deborah Gross Quatron, who was accused of ordering her secretary to do her son's homework. Family, do you hear me? Do you hear this? Do you hear this? A Superior Court judge, Deborah, we exposing you, Deborah Gross Quatron, who was accused of ordering her secretary, your secretary, to do your son's homework. Wow. Wow. Is it that bad? Is it that serious? You gotta order, thinking you got that much authority. You're gonna operate outside in judicial conduct and force your secretary to do your son's homework? Or possibly you could fire her if she refuses? Wow. This is horrible. It says she was also accused of making law clerk work off the clock without pay. Do you hear this, family? The judge, she was also accused of making a law clerk work off the clock without pay and secretly taping conversations with other judges when her behavior came under scrutiny, according to the complaint. Wow. So you even dry snitching on your employees just because you've been apprehended and handcuffed because of your wrong misbehaviors, your judicial conduct. Do you see this, family? They're even turning on one another just because they've been busted by their own judicial conduct. Do you hear this, family? They will do this. I've seen it in the past many times. One rats another judge out because the other one is being exposed. They said, if I get busted, I'm taking all y'all down. Do you hear me? So you magistrates, you judges, you better wisen up and get up straight and start giving straight orders. Start certifying and signature and seal these orders under findings of facts and conclusions of law. You better stop breaking the law because the people is coming after you now. We exposing you criminals. Here it is, and it goes on to say, and Superior Court Judge Carla M. Brady in Middlesex County is facing ethics allegation. Oh, Miss Brady, I'm coming after you. Is facing ethics allegations that she hindered the efforts of Woodbridge police to arrest her boyfriend on a robbery charge. Huh? Hold on, let's read this again. Superior Court Judge Carla M. Brady in Middlesex County is facing ethic allegations that she hindered the efforts. She hindered. Oh, okay. We got that now. We got it. Hindered the efforts of Woodbridge police to arrest her boyfriend on robbery charges. Oh, so your boyfriend loves robbing people now, huh? Your boyfriend loves robbing, huh? So you, just because you're a magistrate, you think that you can assist your boyfriend by telling the police not to arrest him just because he's a thief. Oh, so you think you can step in and do that just because you're a magistrate, huh? Or you think you have that much authority? You see how corrupt these judges are? If they can hinder a police from arresting her own boyfriend from robbing people or whatever he robbed, just imagine what else magistrates do in lieu of banks, mortgages. They steal your home on behalf of a bank because the judge is being paid off. That sounds like the topic here today, family. That sounds like a disqualification. Do you hear me? That sounds like a disqualification. And they should be disqualified for doing these judicial conduct, which is official misconduct. Yes, this is how, family, you disqualify these criminals. Start looking them up. Start pulling their backgrounds up. Start assessing their finances. Find out how much they make. Find out who's paying them. Find out if the county is paying them. Find out if the state is paying them. Find out. Find out if they're getting paid some other illegal ways outside of their state pay, which is conflict of interest and it's illegal. Yes, find out. Go do your own audits. You need help with that? I have a document in lieu of auditing. Donate for it, you can get that. Other than that, you can do this yourselves. Start formulating your own audits on your own affidavits, sending them things in, and start asking questions. You see this? Do you see this? These judges are operating outside of law. Judicial conduct right here. Wow. Can't believe this. Trying to stop a police from arresting her boyfriend for robbery. Ha ha ha. Wow. You can see what they're doing. Now, if they can do that, just imagine if we could start, the people worldwide can start exposing these judges, i.e. magistrates. Just imagine what else we can find if we pull that veil of secrecy back. Because it's hidden. We're just not looking. We need to start doing this, family, worldwide. Please follow me. Please start doing what I'm doing. Start pulling up their jackets. Go to the Bar Association websites and look up look up on judicial conduct. Type in your judge. Find out if there's any discrepancies in lieu of their jacket. Because I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure they had complaints against them. Find out, family. Find out if they ever been suspended. Find out if they ever been reprimanded. Find out, family. Pull their case up. Find out. And this is how you disqualify them. Because when you start bringing it up, the things that they have done before them, if you have a mortgage, traffic ticket, whatever you got, all it takes is a click of the fingers with a computer to look it up. Just that quick. Family, if I can do it, I'm pretty sure you can do it. There's several different ways you can do this. You can do this by a journalist. Look it up in your city, local, state, department. You can find this out, fam. This stuff not hard. I'm bringing you some jewels here. Look up under judicial misconduct in lieu of the Bar Association. Pull them up. Look their names up. They in there. It's in there. Pull them up. Guarantee you they got complaints filed against them before. Guarantee you. You got judges. Read judges before where they're stealing people's babies away. Yes, so they can sell them. Yes, taking people's babies. Child protectors agencies and stuff like that. Stealing people's kids. Selling them. Yes, I've been reading these things, family. I shouldn't have to show you to look this stuff up. All the family members that's going in the child protectors agencies that's had your babies taken away. Start looking this stuff up. It's the same thing. Look this stuff up. They took your babies from you. Start looking this stuff up and start filing complaints against them in lieu of the stuff that they've been doing. Yes, you can. They have no rights to stand before you. Here it is. They have judicial conducts in their own basket. Stealing your homes. Go look this stuff up, family. I'm reading this stuff to you. Look at this stuff. This stuff is crazy. Wow. It says it says in a complaint against Brady earlier this month, the ACJC said she demonstrated an inability to conform her conduct to high standards of conduct expected of judges and expunged the integrity of the judiciary. Do you hear this, family? This is a criminal. He's a criminal of all criminals. The criminal justice system is the criminals. It says right here, goes on to say, family, overall, 5 formal complaints has been filed so far this year. We need to jack it up. We need to jack this up like Jack in the Box. Let's put these people in the box, family. Let's jack them up. At the tone and the sound of my voice, let's start jacking these complaints up. How do you do it, family? Start doing your own searching, snooping, prowling. Look this stuff up under judicial conduct. Type that judge's name up in there. Type that attorney's name up in there. They're not exempt from examination. Family. Type the attorney's name in there too. Yes, you got crooked, corrupt attorneys too. Stealing people's money where the people is retaining their help, and next thing you know, they're helping the banks along with the judge steal your house. Family, look attorneys up. Don't let them off the hook either. We ain't gonna do it. Yes, do them too. Call the Code of Judicial Conduct. Look it up. Bar Association. You can Google this stuff, family. It's in your state. Look it up. Look up the attorneys that's trying to come after you. Look up the judges that's trying to come after you. Because ain't nobody, family, on YouTube is telling people how to do this. Ain't nobody telling people how to do this but free inhabitant. I don't hear nobody, too many people talking about the topics that I'm going on. Showing you how to do this. Because my next video, I'm going to show you another page that goes in the topic. You can look it up so easier to where it's that you can find them in lieu of violations of corporations. Yes. They have a board where you could go look up any business or corporation where they're totally in violation of their policy ethics. Yes. I don't care who it is. Banks, courts, child support, all of them are in violation, family. Start looking this stuff up. Don't believe me? Yo, this stuff will shock you. But this is how you disqualify the judge, family. This is how you disqualify the attorneys. Or shall I say district attorneys, i.e. prosecutors, when you going up against them. This is how you do it, family. So it says right here, overall 5 formal complaints have been filed so far this year against 4 superior court judges and 1 municipal court judge. That score got to go up, family. That score got to go up. We got to start doing our homework and pushing that veil of secrecy back. It say up from 4 of the previous year, but the number of grievances complaining of judicial behavior or violations of the Code of Judicial Conduct has climbed over the last 3 years. 408 last year, up from 378 since 2015, family. It got to climb. And only way it's going to climb if we start doing our own homework and searching. This stuff is easy. All it takes is a couple of clicks of your computer. Start looking this up, family. You don't got a computer, go to the library. Start printing this stuff out, family. You could easily do this. Goes on to say right here, family, goes on to say, these filings rise and fall year by year. Let's make them rise and not fall, period. But the trend over the past decade has seen a steady increase. Yes, of course, because they're violating people's rights, beating people up, shooting people, stealing people's property. We got to put a stop to this, family. We got to put a stop to this. And the only way you could do this and how to disqualify, because ain't nobody else is teaching this. Ain't nobody else is teaching this. How to disqualify a magistrate and or prosecutor, i.e. district attorney. This is how you disqualify him, family. Go look up his background and find out. You'll find out years ago that he raped somebody. Just because of the advancements of his superiors, because he could bring in millions of dollars, they exempted that information. Is because we're not looking. Family, we start looking this stuff up, we'll find that these judges, these attorneys, they're not exempt from prosecution, especially when they've been already charged with grievances against them and judicial conduct. We just not looking this up, fam. We just not looking it up. We got to start looking this stuff up. We got to. It says right here, by the trend over the past decade has seen a steady increase. According to New Jersey courts, data provided to New Jersey Advanced Media, 276 grievances have been filed in first 8 months of the current judicial year, which runs from July to July. That's a lot of grievances. That's a lot, but it should be a whole hell of a lot more. Because I'm pretty sure that they even hiding this information. Only say 276. Yeah. You're exempting more numbers than that. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Because they ain't going to give you everything. I'm pretty sure they hide numbers. Yes, they do. Behind the scenes. But this journalist, I'm pretty sure he gave what they gave him from him doing his homework. But I'm telling you right now that these people have more grievances that's on the books. We got to start pushing that veil back and start disqualifying these judges. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. We just lazy. We not doing our homework, family. We're not doing our homework. I'm just telling you the truth, family. You feeling this video? Leave a dialogue down at the on the forum. You know I'm telling the truth. We're not doing our own homework. We can't keep blaming them. It's also us too. We gotta stop being lazy. We wait till our house is damn near stolen. They taking it away, and then we want to do something about it. Family, we got to stop that. We're ignorant. We got to stop that. Stop waiting until your house gets stolen or damn near taken away. Stop that. Excuse my language, my French, but family, stop waiting until your home is almost stolen, taken away. Stop waiting to the end of the road. Then all of a sudden you come to free inhabitant and you want to bail out. No. If we get them in the beginning when they're about to try to take your house, you come to me. I got some heat. And yes, I got some firepower. Yes. Wait till my next video come on out, family. Yes. I got some firepower for them. I got some new mojo for them. And believe me, family, you push this package, you push it, you're almost guaranteed, family, that you're gonna have what the banks call a discharge, a set off. Just gotta wake up, family. Do you start doing your homework? Family, if we start pushing this stuff, doing our own homework, we can make things a lot better. We can make things a lot better, family. Yes, we can. Cause soon I'm gonna come out with that video. I'm gonna show you, man. I got a heck of a package coming, man. And this thing is almost guaranteed. You will get your discharge if you do your homework and you learn some of this stuff that's actually going on in these courtrooms and how to disqualify these criminals. Cause we're dealing with criminals first and foremost, family. We're dealing with criminals. So how do you deal with criminals? Easy. You go look up the criminal's background and you put that criminal down from trying to put you down. That's how you become the hunter and stop being hunted. That's how you put down the criminal. You become the hunter, as I am. I'm a hunter. I'm taking off heads. Taking off heads on my side. You become the hunter and you start taking off heads. Believe it. So we can have a list of heads in each state with each judge's name on it, with a head cut off, his or her head cut off for their conduct, for fraud. And we need to start exposing them. But not enough scared to come out. Don't be scared. I can show you a federal court ruling where it says you don't get penalized for bringing this stuff to the forefront of their abnormalities, their criminal acts. You don't get in trouble for this. You don't get in trouble for bringing up when something is wrong. You exposing them when something's wrong. You don't get in trouble for that. You have the right to say, no, here it is, you running red lights. Here it is, you getting drunk. And yet people coming in front of you and you're a magistrate and you finding them guilty, but yet you just killed 3 people driving drunk, Judge. Yes, that's happening over here. That's happening. I can pull up that old case. A judge killed like 2 or 3 people and yet he's still on a bench. Because we have no activists like I and a couple others standing up, willing and manned up and say get him off, remove this criminal before he kill another. We ain't got enough people. People scared to death, but yet they want their houses protected. They want their family protected. You can't protect your fortress if family, you're not willing to stand up, man up. Gotta learn this stuff, family. Here it is. I'm gonna move forward. I'm not expecting. I don't want to go too long with this video. I just want to show you these things, that how you could get them disqualified, family. This stuff is simple. You definitely can do it. So we're gonna go with this. It says, but the number of grievances complaining of judicial behavior violations of the code of conduct of judicial conduct has climbed over the last 3 years to 408 last year, up from 378 in 2015. Okay, let me go on and drop down. It said attorney Nancy Erica Smith, who represented Gretchen Carson in her suit against Fox News co-founder Roger Ellis, argued that there have been an increasing number of judges. Do you hear this? Fox News co-founder Roger Ellis argued that there have been an increasing number of judges, most appointed in recent years, who simply do not know the law. Do you hear this, family? Gretchen Carson, Fox News co-founder Roger Ellis, argued that there have been an increasing number of judges, most appointed in recent years, who simply do not know the law. Tell me about it. We've been sitting there saying that judges don't know the law. And first of all, they're not even following law. They're following policy. Policy is not law. Policy is not law. And it goes on to say there's a lot of mumbling amongst lawyers about judges who don't know anything about trying cases. And I can definitely believe that 1,000%. About their having no experience in trying cases, she said, of recent appointments to the bench. Wow. Do you hear this, family? Wow. Ain't nobody showing this stuff like this. Whew. It says she placed the blame for that on the do you hear that? On the Christie administration decision to end a long-standing process of using county committees of New Jersey State Bar Association to scrutinize judicial appointments. You hear that? When that criminal Christie was in office. You hear me, family? He was the one to place that blame on these criminals. And not only just that, we got a new criminal in there. That's a new attorney general. That's a new governor. That criminal too. He's a new criminal here in New Jersey. He's a criminal too. He's doing the same thing. He's operating under slavery too. So he's no better. He is no better, family. So it said Christie disbanded the most effective method of vetting judges. Charged Smith, who served for many years on the Bar Association County Committee in Essex and co-chaired the Bar Association State Committee for 1 year. I don't care. You still wasn't doing enough. Still wasn't doing enough. And you're helping these criminals get by. But this just goes to show you, family, that there are fraud complaints. There's complaints that's on the books where these people operating in judicial conduct, under judicial conducts, you know, and has been scrutinized for their wrongdoings. So it's on the books, family. It's just that we're not looking this stuff up so that we could get these people, you know, disqualified in these courts. So I say by disbanding the county committees, he made sure none of his appointees would be vetted by those who would most familiar with their experience as attorneys, she said. While Smith said there have been wonderfully qualified people named as judges, she added that there have been others who were promoted out of positions they were failing at. Ain't that something? Or nominated by Christie as a political favorite. You hear this? You see that? One hand washes the other. You hear how these corrupt past state governor Chris Christie, he's doing political favors. One hand washes the other. Have one corrupt criminal do one thing, trying to chastise the criminals, then turn around and do other favors for criminals that's doing criminality and acts under judicial conduct for him. You see that? One hand washes the other. Every last one of them are criminals. Ain't no handouts here. Every last one of them are criminals. That's how I see it. All birds of the feather, all flock together. Simple as that, family. It goes on to say all 7 of Superior Court judges brought up on ethics charges since 2016 were Christie nominations. Nomination record shows. You hear this? All the ones that he probably elected under his constituents were brought up under ethic charges since 2016. You hear that? So what that tells you, family, because this is in your state too. You need to start looking this stuff up. These criminals are helping the criminals to continue to continue on with their charade and their criminal acts. So not only is the banks paying these criminals, the criminals are covering for the criminals. They are aiding and abetting criminals. Aiding and abetting the criminals. You see how, pass this video, family. Let it fly and run around. This is the truth that I'm giving. This is the truth hour. These people are operating in total fraud, and this is how you disqualify them. Start pulling this stuff up. Start bringing it to their judge's attention that you are a criminal. You have been wanted for judicial conduct. In the tune of, get the date and times of their criminal acts. And I guarantee you they'll disqualify them. And or he'll dismiss these complaints or charges or leave your house alone or leave your property alone. This is how you disqualify them, family. So it goes on to say former Christie administration officials took strong issue with any notion that the judges he nominated were lacking in qualifications. Yes, they were. You know that they were criminals even before you nominated them. Family, I know a criminal when I see a criminal. It's easy to disqualify these criminals. All you got to do, family, is go pull their background. Do it, family. Their background ain't squeaky clean, family. None of them, attorneys down to these magistrates, none of their backgrounds is squeaky clean. Start pulling their background, family, and start disqualifying. You hear this? You got criminal Chris Christie, who is a criminal, who is a former criminal state governor, who nominated these criminals who are now been disqualified under judicial conduct. You hear this, family? If I can find it here, family, this is worldwide. There's no way around this, family. There's no way around this. If I can find it here, we are the worst, one of the worst, following corrupt Las Vegas, Nevada. That's another corrupt state. Another corrupt state. California corrupt. Ohio corrupt. Texas corrupt. Delaware corrupt. Pennsylvania is corrupt. Family, I can go on and on and on with this corrupt stuff. But I'm telling you, family, Jersey is leading the corruption. I'm telling you. They're leading the corruption. Because everything starts from Jersey and passes down. All the corruption that they're doing. We can't put an end to this stuff until we start looking these criminals up, fam. This is how I did. I had started years ago, looking up the judge's background. Went on the judicial for official misconduct, and started looking up and found out the judge, what? Started finding out judges started stealing people's babies. Then I started writing her and say, yo, you are a criminal. You are a criminal. You are not fit to be on that bench. And that's when I started writing. All of a sudden, she started stepping down. Yes, this is what we need to start doing. If I can do it, you can do it. Family, start doing your homework. Start doing your homework. You feeling this video, give me a 2 thumbs up if you can. Because I'm telling you, family, we got to start disqualifying. And this is how you disqualify them. You got 2 ways you can do it, family. That I've been doing it. Matter of fact, 3 ways. You got 3 ways, family. I take that back, family. I take that back. 3 ways. You can start doing an audit in lieu of their finances. Pull these judges' finances. Start looking up the state journals, journalists pulling their files. They got cases on these corrupt attorneys and these corrupt magistrates. Which a magistrate ain't nothing but an attorney anyway. At the end of the day, that's all he is. And he has to file a certificate as an attorney. People don't even know that. He's an attorney still, regardless. At the end of the day. So, yes, they do have to file foreign registration statements. And they do have to file bonds as well. Insurance policies. Mandatory. And what you call anti-bribery statements. The judge has to file them, family. I got videos on that. You haven't seen it? Go look at it, family. So again, I'm going to read on, family, so that, because I don't want to hold this video out. I just want to show you, family, that we can disqualify these criminals. It says right here, in a statement issued through a spokesman for the former governor, Jeffrey Chesia, who is a former criminal too. Yes, he is. He was one of the most criminal that you can put in office. Yes, he is. He was a criminal too. It's a Christopher Perino and Thomas Scrivel, who all served as chief counsel to the governor, said that as the lawyers who oversaw the vast majority of these judicial appointments, we endorse. Do you hear this? Criminals endorsing criminals. Do you hear that? We endorse and remain extraordinarily proud of the judicial appointments made during our tenures. You hear that? They praising their criminals. That's just like United States Marines military veterans. Just like military veterans. The president is praising their killers. They're praising their killers for going over the country to country, robbing them of their oil, robbing them of their mineral resources, and killing their people. And they praising them. And they praising their killers. They're praising their criminals now, as they always been doing. Family, whoo! You see the corruption? You see the corruption? They hide their criminals. They praise them. You think that Congress don't know that these criminals are still in homes? You think that Congress don't know that they're allowing and sanctioning these illegal, inferior traffic courts, extorting people for funds in lieu of tickets, which is a violation of Article 110? Family, you think Congress don't know this? Congress know all about it. No one's saying anything or writing these people or saying anything about it. No one's doing nothing about it. We got to start disqualifying these people. We got to stand up, man up, woman up. Woman up. Break down these doors. I'm doing it. We're doing it. We are doing it. And I will be proving this to you that we're doing it. Yes. Oh, we waiting for these court documents to come back. We will be proving this. I will be showing you. Yes, I will be showing you that we're doing it. This stuff is criminal. It say we reject any sweeping generalization that demeans these fine jurists based upon the alleged mistakes or misconduct of a few. No, all y'all are criminals. If you can lie and uphold criminal acts for these criminals now, they have always been criminals then. It's called birds of the feather all flock together. Wouldn't you agree, family? I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. So it goes on to say right here, family, in their statement, the three said that from January 2010 through January 2018, Governor Chris Christie nominated the legislature confirmed hundreds of judges. Do you hear that? After each judicial candidate was carefully vetted by the state senator who sponsored him or her, as well as the State Bar Association, Judicial Advisory Panel of the Governor's Appointment Office. You see this? Do you hear this? He sponsored. This stuff. This is like corruption at its most high. This is crazy. This is crazy. It said it is offensive and irresponsible for anyone to suggest that these highly qualified and hard-working public servants or somehow less qualified than the judges who were appointed prior to 2010, they wrote. Listen, all these people are criminals. The governor, these senators, all of them back one another up in criminal acts. They even pay them off in bribes. Yes, they do. Don't believe me? Go Google Senator Menendez for New Jersey. A criminal who loves bribing people and also take and accept bribes. Yes, this is conduct right there. This is official misconduct right there. Yes, these people got criminal acts on the books. Yes, they do. I can go on and on with this stuff right here and read this stuff. Family, this is criminal acts after criminal acts. I can go on and read all this criminal stuff right here, family. This stuff reads on and on and on. On and on and on. All criminal act. This is crazy. Right here. It says right here. Right here. I know a lot of complaints are in family court. There's a father movement. There's fathers movement, and one of their goals is to attack judges. Yes, why not? She remarked. Judge Glenn A. Grant, acting administrative director of the courts, said in a statement that as an organization, the judiciary holds all judges to the highest standard and communicates those standards through regular training. I can't tell. Judge Glenn Grant, you personally even know of me. You need to start enforcing harsher judicial conduct against your criminal judges for failing to signature and seal on proper orders. Because a lot of these orders that are being given are not warranted by way of Fourth Amendment stated under oath of affirmation, validating and authenticating that the order is valid. They're not coming with affidavits. They're not. Even your boss, Chief Stuart Rabner, stated that these magistrates and these attorneys need to start signing and sealing these documents, and they still failed to do so. We need harsher penalties, and we need to start locking up these attorneys and these judges when they do these things. Yes, we need harsher laws against these people. These people are criminals. Yes, we do. We need harsher laws. We need a law that's going to reflect that when they do judicial conduct like this, they need to be warned. They need to be warned. They need to be fined. They need to be imprisoned. They need to be imprisoned. Yes, they need to be locked up. Fired and locked up. That's right. Just like these police too. These police too. They need to be the same way. Start teaching them true law. Start teaching them about the Constitution. The real Constitution, that is. Not that corporate, fraudulent Constitution that they swore an oath to. Teach them to uphold their oath of ethics. That they swore the duty to protect and serve the people. Because right now, the way they're operating, they're beating and they're shooting people and they're killing people. So family, I just wanted to bring and rectify the matter and bring in lieu of this case right here, this video, that family, we need to start holding these people responsible by disqualifying them, because they corrupt. We need to start disqualifying. And this is how you do it, family. You didn't understand or overstand this video? Get it understood and understand this? Go listen to it again. Listen to it again and again and again until you get exactly what to do and how to hold these people accountable. And let's start disqualifying, family. Let's start disqualifying these criminals. Do you hear me, family? You feeling this video? For those who don't know of me, free inhabitant, you know of me now. You know of me now. Listen to my videos. We need to start disqualifying these judges who are magistrates. Start disqualifying them. Start looking up their backgrounds. And this is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. I just wanted to come with this video. I didn't know it'd even be this long, because I didn't expect to go this long, but stay tuned in for the next video. It's going to get better. I got good things coming, more things coming, but I'm trying to attack the real issues here, family. I'm trying to stay on board attacking the real issues. I don't care if it's child support. I don't care if it's mortgages. I don't care if it's tickets. It's all operating the same way. We have to start disqualifying these criminals. Because if we don't, this stuff going to continue to go on and on and on the way it does. It's going to continue to go on and on and on. So family, I'm going to end this video right here by saying love, truth, peace, freedom. And we need to keep it justice, family. Start looking this stuff up so we can disqualify them. And I'm out. Peace.